How to handle when one member of your family develops a life-threatening disease. The majority of us can probably identify with someone who has a family member who is facing a life-threatening disease. And chances are, you're probably not having the easiest time either. Even if you have your loved ones in mind at all times and know how important they are to you, it's still hard to process what that feels like when it happens to them. It's even harder when there's another family member who's also going through the same thing, and it becomes very much of an emotional burden for everyone involved. This is why whenever one of your family members develops a serious illness, there are things that you need to keep in mind so that you don't go crazy. Stay calm and grounded. It's important that you stay calm and grounded even as you go through a period where you're experiencing a lot of emotional turmoil. You'll be in a better position to be the supportive and loving person that your loved one needs you to be. It's a good idea to take an online course or join a community where you can ask for advice from others who have gone through the same thing. Keeping track of your feelings and talking openly to your loved one will also help you to stay grounded. Don't avoid family members. As a family member of someone who is facing a life-threatening illness, it's easy to avoid your loved one. You might feel guilty or sad, angry or frustrated that they're not healthy and you're not coping well. It's normal to feel all of those things. But you need to be honest with yourself and recognize that avoiding your loved one is not going to make your feelings or experience any better. Avoiding your loved one is not going to make it any better, and it could easily make things much worse. One of the best ways to stay grounded and avoid going crazy is to be open and honest about your feelings. Know that it's okay to be angry, sad, or frustrated, and that it's okay to feel all of those things. You might feel guilty, angry, frustrated, or guilty, but it's okay to let those feelings out. Be open and honest about your feelings, and you'll be much better equipped to understand your loved one and provide the support they need. Talk about your fears and concerns. One of the best ways to stay grounded and avoid going crazy is to talk about your fears and concerns. Talking helps you to process your feelings and be better equipped to help your loved one. It's important to remind yourself that it's okay to feel all of those things. It's normal to have feelings about the fact that your loved one is sick. Stay busy. Take care of yourself and be supportive of the other person. Another way to stay calm and grounded is to stay busy. Take care of yourself and be supportive of the other person who's going through a serious illness. This can be difficult, but it's crucial that you remember that you're not alone. It's important to remind yourself that it's okay to feel all of those things, but all of this is normal, and you need to be honest with yourself about that. Avoiding your loved one is not going to make it any better, and it could easily make things much worse. Be sensitive to the fact that illness can shatter illusions and relationships. Take care of yourself and get support. One of the best ways to stay calm and grounded is to take care of yourself and get support from others. It's important to remember that you might feel guilty, angry, frustrated, or guilty about the fact that your loved one is sick. It's important to remind yourself that it's okay to feel those things. It's normal to feel frustrated and guilty about the fact that your loved one is sick. Stay connected with your friends and relatives even in spite of their illness. Disease is not a respecter of persons and can happen to anyone. Simply be compassionate, loving, and kind to the person who is no longer well, and allow your relationships to thrive in spite of the limitations set forth by a disease. Limitations are the result of the sick person's inability to overcome the limitations presented to them. It is not personal or intentional, but is the effect of the disease on their lives. If you need help coping with a family member's serious illness, consider reaching out to a therapist. Coping with a family member's serious illness can be difficult and emotionally draining. If you're finding it more difficult than you expected, or you're experiencing a lot of emotional turmoil, consider reaching out to a therapist. A therapist can offer you support and help you process your feelings. Don't allow a disease to destroy a good friendship or alienate a loved one. Stay focused on keeping that relationship intact so that when the person feels well, you can continue your friendship and increase its value as time moves forward.